Hi everybody and welcome to the Teach Thurrock information session, where today we're going to go through why we think that you should choose Teach Thurrock, a bit about the programme and the options that we have available in order for you to apply to join our partnership. So first of all, I'm Reece Latham. I'm the head teacher of Dilks Academy and the course director for the Teach Thurrock Primary Partnership. Joining me today is Andrea Parfitt, who's our ITE manager and guru for everything that's related to Teach Thurrock and our training courses. So what is the Teach Thurrock Primary Partnership? Well, the Teach Thurrock Primary Partnership is a collection of Thurrock primary schools working together this year with the University of Greenwich to train a new generation of outstanding teachers to work in Thurrock primary schools. The lead is the Thurrock Primary Teacher School Alliance, which is based here at Dilks Academy. Within the partnership, we have a mixture of schools. We have those that are academies, those parts of multi-academy trusts, and maintained schools and faith schools. We have some large schools and also some small schools, so you really get an offer of different schools across the borough. So why choose Teach Thurrock compared to the others? Well, we're a large partnership and we can offer you a wide range of school experiences, as I mentioned previously, through the different schools that we've got within the group. This year we're offering both the PGCE and apprenticeship programmes, and the majority of the training year is based in Thurrock schools. At the beginning of the programme, there is an opportunity to negotiate your home school, where we look at locality and also what year group schools are able to offer and accommodate. Now, obviously, we do try our best to accommodate your choices, but often we do have to take into consideration, obviously, the year groups that the schools are offering. We do have a supportive induction programme even before the course starts, so there'll be lots of contact and information and support from Andrea, our IT lead. We've got a well-established, high-quality mentoring programme in your home schools, which is overseen by some fantastic training and quality assurance from both Andrea and partnership heads. There is a high quality bespoke training from the University of Greenwich, which is supplemented by our innovative local training programme based in Thurrock schools. As I've said, Andrea is our designated ITE manager who will support you from application to your placement and through your training year. This year we are able to offer the Apprenticeship Route, which gives a competitive salary during your training year. We do have a 100% job offer within Thurrock for all our trainee teachers so far within our previous cohorts, where 95% of them have been offered a job within the partnership schools, and then the others have been offered a job in Thurrock schools but who aren't in the partnership. We have placed 72 NQTs so far in Thurrock and are proud of each and every one of them who've gone on to be high quality, effective teachers. This year we do have places for the first time for both apprentices and PGCEs. So the PGCE training route will look something like this. So in term one, there'll be observations in the homeschool class, observing throughout the homeschool, trying to get that flavour of the different year groups in your school. You'll be building up to work with small groups and developing teacher presence in front of the whole class. In term two, the teaching increases up to 70% of the curriculum with the guidance and the class mentor, and then a second school placement is arranged at another school within the partnership. And as part of that second placement, there is a smooth transition where the mentors will exchange information and also the PCMs from the two schools. In term three, you'll then return to your home school with a teaching commitment of 80%, and this will then prepare you in order for gaining QTS. The apprenticeship route is something new that we're offering this year in association with Greenwich. So the course lasts for 12 months or 4 school terms and commences in June 2021, ending in June 2022. Applicants have the same eligibility criteria as those on the PGCE route, which will be covered a little bit later. Apprentices are paid on UQ1 of the teacher's pay scale and are a full member of staff from June. On-the-job training takes place for 20% of the time, and this could be within our partnership schools or at the University of Greenwich. Apprentices will start off with a small group teaching, observing their mentor, but depending on the experience, you could be teaching more when you come to join the partnership. This route is very similar to that of the salaried route, which we've offered in previous years, In that, class responsibility will be shared by both yourself as the apprentice and the teacher. So you're going in with an equal weighting of I am the class teacher. In term 3, the apprentice will prove that they've got enough evidence to achieve the teaching standards in order to gain QTS. In term 4, there will then be an endpoint assessment, the EPA, which will include both a lesson observation and an interview. The EPA will focus on whether the apprentice has achieved the teaching standards, the teaching apprenticeship standards, which are based on the teacher standards. And the pre-interview process will be fast-tracked on UCAS if you are successful. The local training programme that we offer has many aspects of the primary curriculum and is taught predominantly here at Dilks Academy in our specialist training room. Some of the sessions are also delivered at Quarry Hill Academy in their specialist training room. The training is delivered by both current head teachers and outstanding teachers through the use of innovative action-based research. And the model here is to complement the training that takes place at Greenwich University. And we feel it is really important that we do have current serving head teachers and outstanding practitioners who can refer to on-the-job examples. The current local training programme looks like this, which is subject to change because we do take feedback from cohorts and it's based on the local needs. So currently in autumn 1, we look at becoming a teacher, early maths, and then building up to mathematics using and applying. In autumn 2, we look at the unit of teaching, looking at action-based research and exploring high-impact teaching methods for you to trial out with your own class. We then have the writing process and look at relationships and response patterns with a focus on mental health and well-being for both yourselves, your colleagues and the pupils in your care. In the spring term, we have a focus on reading comprehension, GPS, a session on the evidence portfolio to support you in what needs to be in the portfolios. And then we do the first unit of SEND. In summer 1, there's a further unit looking at the evidence portfolio and a unit 2 focusing on SEND. In summer 2, we have a session that focuses on curriculum depth, and we have a celebration event to celebrate your achievements through the year. So what does it cost? The apprenticeship route does not cost the student anything, as the course fees are paid by a grant given to the lead school. PGCEs, however, the cost is £9,250 for a full year's worth of training. The Teach Thurrock Primary Partnership pays apprentices at 0.1 on the unqualified teachers pay scale, which begins in June 2021. PGCEs are given a £1,000 bursary, which goes towards helping you with travel expenses throughout the year. So by the end of the programme, each successful apprentice will have developed the knowledge, skills and understanding required to gain qualified teacher status, and their endpoint assessment will take place in term 1 of their AQT year. PGCE trainees will gain a PGCE with 60 credits towards a master degree, which is something that you might want to pursue the year after you've trained. In Thurrock, more so than often than other areas, teachers really have an opportunity to make a substantial and positive impact on the children that they teach, where many of our trainees have now gone on to qualify and some of our first cohorts are already in leadership positions. So there's a real opportunity to work here in Thurrock. Are you eligible to apply? So what we're looking for is an honours degree at least a 2-2 or above. You need to have a minimum of 3 GCSEs at C or current grade 4. All can have evidence of that you have above or have passed an equivalency test, which we'll give you the link for a little bit later. We do ask that you've had experience in a primary school in the last 18 months before commencing the course. If you don't, this is possibly something that we can support you with. If you have an overseas qualification, these need to be sent to NARIC, who can ensure that they're compliant with the UK standards before applying. So what do I do if I'm not eligible? So this is the link for those that need to pass an equivalency test, where there's more information to how to organise them. How do I apply? These are the links to the 2 routes that are going into apply. You've got the link for the UCAS apply and track. Currently, our apprenticeship route is not yet on UCAS, so you will need to contact Andrea Parfitt on a.parfitt@dptsa.org.uk, who will be able to give you more information and then give you information on when this will be coming out. I'll now hand over to Andrea.
Thanks, Reece. So when you go onto that government website, there are a number of ways that you can find us as providers, and it is a little bit tricky at first, so it's quite helpful to have these slides to help you search. You can do it a number of ways. One way is to search by postcode, or unfortunately the bottom of the screen grab there, you will see that you can look directly by provider. So you can just pop in Teach Thurrock and you'll find us. If you, and I would encourage this, want to look for a number of providers, you can also go on to a postcode search. You will then have to delegate, if you do a postcode search, to find courses by subject, and obviously you need to choose primary if that is your area. We don't do primary with English or any other subjects. This is our old screenshot, but you will find Teach Thurrock there, and you will find at the moment 2 courses. The salaried route has been paused because we are still seeking funding, and we're going to replace it with the apprenticeship route, and you'll find a course for Teach Thurrock with Greenwich, which is the PGCE course. That one will be the course code L206, and it will say primary, and it's a PGC with QTS. And as Reece just said, the apprenticeship course is not on UCAS. That is not because we haven't had time to do it. That is because we want to carry out our pre-application process. So what we will do is we will ask you to provide us with your application form, which will put all your qualifications in, your current experience, very much the same as your UCAS form, so you can just copy and paste. We will invite you into interview, we will carry out some tests, and we'll make sure that you are eligible to apply. So it's like a pre-application, so that when we feel that you are ready, we can literally fast track you through the application process. You would just pop in your course code for the apprenticeship route, you would choose us as your provider, and as soon as your application came through to Teach Thurrock, we would approve you and you would be offered a place in our course. Lots of providers actually do this because it saves our applicants going through that 40-day process. But you have to do that through myself. We've only got 5 apprentice placements this year, therefore we want people who are of the highest quality and perhaps are being sponsored by their school. We unfortunately cannot allow anyone who hasn't got any current teaching experience working in a school to apply for our apprenticeship route, because we can't allow you to get in to do some experience with us. So this is the application process that goes through in UCAS, and this is for you if you are considering applying for our PGCE route. It's a 40-day application process from the day you apply to the day you reject by default should you not be contacted. We check our UCAS applications regularly, and as soon as we are on there and we see an application, we will drop you an email just to make contact and give you an idea about our process. It is a 2-part interview process. On day 1, you would carry out maths and English tests. We are doing them face-to-face in a COVID-safe way because we feel that it's important to see people, and actually online tests are quite difficult. But we would do that, you're not near anybody, you're not in a room with anybody, and we're very, very clear on those safety procedures. If you are successful and you pass those 2 tests, day 2 is an interview, but it is virtual because we cannot carry out face-to-face interviews in a room in the time space we have allowed. That offer, if should you be successful, that offer is placed on UCAS within 24 hours. However, we would contact you and we would actually call you after the interview has taken place and offer you a place on the programme verbally. We feel that it's an important contact process. So obviously for us, at this point in a PowerPoint presentation, we will be inviting you to ask questions. We can't do that because this is not face-to-face, but you are very welcome to contact me directly and ask any questions via the email. We will send this out via email to you all, and if we place this on our website and you find us through that, then obviously my email address is all over there. It's very easy to find. And you know, if you had lots and lots of questions and you felt like you needed a telephone conversation, you could request that. But obviously I'm having to be very sensible about those requests because I can't be sitting on the phone for hours and then calling people. So it's really important that you're mindful that maybe just one question could be answered via the email, and obviously going back over the PowerPoint and checking those things out. To find out more about Teach Thurrock, we've got a number of things. We've got our website, which obviously is www.teachthurrock.org.uk. You can find us on Twitter, a few examples on Instagram, and we've got some really lovely blogs on our WordPress from our past students, and actually Teach Thurrock students who've been teaching for a number of years. That was really lovely last year before lockdown for us to be able to do that. So it's, it's really important that you find out more about us and to find that we're just not a provider, and you know, literally we are a family. So that comes to the end of our presentation. We're really looking forward to you contacting Teach Thurrock to ask questions about our programme, but we're also really looking forward to inviting you for interviews should you apply. I am very happy to give people support in terms of how they carry out their application process, because it can be quite daunting. And again, I am only an email away. So if you have any questions, please do contact us at Teach Thurrock or a.parfit@dptsa.org.uk. So thank you for taking the time to watch our presentation. Hopefully it's given you a real flavour of Teach Thurrock. Not the same as being in school, but hopefully it's a starting point for you. So many thanks for your attendance.